The first way is to control your blood pressure. You don't usually feel when our blood pressure is high, but blood pressure being high and not being treated puts you at risk for so many things. Not only strokes and heart disease, etc., but also puts your kidneys at risk for eventually failing potentially. You've got to control your blood pressure, and if your doctor is recommending you take medications, you take those medications because it's not only going to help your blood pressure be low, but it's going to lower your risk for kidney failure down the line, lower your risk for stroke, heart attack, and so many other things. The second thing you can do is to control your blood sugar. I have a number of patients who don't want to take diabetes medications or other things like that. Look, controlling your blood sugar, getting your diabetes under control is just as important as keeping a controlled blood pressure, because both high blood pressure and diabetes are the leading causes of kidney disease, which can lead to kidney failure. This is important. So if you've not wanted to take medications, or maybe you haven't taken seriously what your doctor has said about your numbers, please, 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 please do, because this stuff affects your kidneys. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. We're talking about 9 ways to prevent kidney failure. Now, let me just explain something a little bit, okay? Kidney failure generally happens on a spectrum. Oftentimes people get chronic kidney disease first. And by the way, most of the stages of chronic kidney disease, you are not going to feel symptoms. But if chronic kidney disease stages progress and they're not treated, it can lead to kidney failure. Once kidneys have failed, typically the only way to treat them is either with dialysis or a transplant. Now, let me also say that not everyone is able to control whether they develop kidney failure or not. What do I mean by this? I mean that some people have genetic conditions that affect their kidneys that no matter what they did, they might end up with kidney failure to no fault of their own. Sorry, that was my alarm clock. Some people may also have to have undergone procedures or taken medications, etc., that might have damaged their kidneys. Some people might have had accidents, car accidents, trauma, you name it. So I want to say that it's not always within everyone's control that they can prevent kidney disease and kidney failure. But for many, and perhaps most of us, we can keep our kidneys healthy by doing these things, all right? The next thing is take a look at your medications, all right? I have a video on 9 things that damage your kidneys. I'm going to link that video here. Also make sure it's at the end. This video talks about a number of things from supplements, etc., that can damage the kidneys. One class of medications that can damage the kidneys in particular are called NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These medications like ibuprofen, Motrin, Aleve, etc., if taken too many, too much, etc., over too long of a period of time, can potentially damage your kidneys, which is why you want to be telling your doctor about any medications over the counter or not that you are actually taking. The other thing is, when I say take a look at medications, is not just meds that may damage your kidneys, such as the ones I just mentioned, but also if someone's in the early stages of chronic kidney disease, and I have another video on chronic kidney disease so you can understand what that is, there are often medications we can give to keep your kidneys from getting worse. And this is why I say, it is wonderful when we don't have to be on medications, but I've always said this. If you need medications to stay alive and to stay healthy and to keep your body in shape, then hey, so be it. And remember, we are not always in control of these things. So please do not look at it as a negative if you need to take medications your doctor recommends them, because chances are it's for good reason. Next thing is a healthy diet. This can also help prevent kidney disease, which can lead to kidney failure. That is making sure you're eating a low salt diet. A diet that I love is the DASH diet. That is dietary approaches to stop hypertension. I'll make sure I link that here. It's a great diet. It's got a lot of healthy stuff in it and low in sodium, which I love, and is also good for your blood pressure, which is a risk factor for kidney disease and kidney failure. Stay active. You got to be exercising. It's not just for your weight, okay, which I'm going to talk about next. Exercising is good for your heart. Exercising is good for your blood vessels. Exercising is good for your body, your muscles, etc. It is important to exercise, not just for your physical appearance, although exercise likely will change that as well. Exercise is very, very important. The next thing we got is keeping a healthy weight. I did mention this, right? Keeping a healthy weight, so important, okay? You can talk to your doctor about what your weight should be. That's important. The next thing is to quit smoking. Please don't ever start smoking. If you do smoke, Well, it's time to work on quitting if you haven't in the past, okay? Quitting smoking can be honestly one of the hardest things to do. I say this to give you credit, to give you praise, and that if you've tried to quit smoking and you haven't been able to do it before, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and condemn you. Not at all. But what I do want you to do is to work your hardest to try to quit smoking. Speak with your doctor about different modalities that we have that can help you kick the habit. There are medications, there are over-the-counter medications, etc., that can help you. There's patches, etc. So please talk with us about that. The next thing is to control. I think we're on number 8. Control your cholesterol. You see how I've mentioned controlling blood pressure, controlling blood sugar. I'm also going to talk about controlling cholesterol, because high cholesterol can be a risk factor for heart disease, which can be a risk factor for kidney disease. You see why this is all linked, okay? And this is why, and I'm going to tell you this, when people say, oh, this medicine is bad, these medicines are bad, I don't want to be on this. Please, you can't look at health and medicine in isolation. You can't look at one drug and say it's bad because this person says this. I'm trying to let you know that everything is connected. And when we don't treat one organ, it will affect others, okay? So if your doctor is recommending that you take a statin and you choose not to, I can guarantee you it's going to affect you in some ways. What you need to find out is the ways it's going to affect you, and then reevaluate your decision. I just say this because I have a number of patients who tell me they don't want to take statins. But the truth of the matter is, for many people who are prescribed them and recommended them, statins can be life-affecting, meaning they lower our risk for so many things and improve our health. So I want you to rethink this if this is a way you've been thinking. The last thing, and perhaps one of the most important things, is to get tested. You can get your kidney function tested. In fact, if you're getting blood work done on a routine basis, which should be happening, your doctor should be checking this. It's actually part of the BMP, Basic Metabolic Panel, or CMP, Comprehensive Metabolic Panel. This is something that we often do routinely, okay? If your doctor has not talked to you about your results, you need to ask them, how are my kidneys doing? What do my kidneys look like? We can check through blood work. We can also check your kidneys through urine testing as well. And then sometimes we need to look further at your kidneys by, say, doing other imaging, whether it's an ultrasound, whether it's other testing. So please know that kidneys should be tested routinely. As a doctor, I need to know how your kidneys are doing because it's going to affect what meds I recommend, what meds I tell you to stay away from, etc. So again, if your doctor has not told you that number, please ask them to go through that with you. I have another video on the numbers and the values that can help test and tell us what your kidney numbers are so that you're informed. This is so, so, so important to me. I'm a family doctor. Please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Threads, you name it. Please follow me there. I've got daily videos on all sorts of stuff. Also, I do have a free weekly health newsletter that goes out. You just go to my website. If you can please go to www.drjencaudle.com. Let me know what you think of this video. Share this video with other people who could benefit from it, guys. Love y'all.